and that kind of speaks to where do we go from here now that, like you said, the first order of business was let's protect everyone, and kind of we can think about the price later. Now we are having to think about the price. Does this change tax policies? Does this mean that we're tightening the belts, where we can tighten belts? What are the long-term impacts of this? What's the future of this? How does this change things?
Sure. I think I could echo a lot of what Terrence said from the county municipal level, and also speak to the local city level where I work. And both of the cities in which I've worked recently, Kansas City and San Antonio, also have, in addition to the traditional services that cities provide, also have very robust municipal public health service as well. So just to again echo the comments of those strained services, it had to react very quickly and suddenly to something that was largely unexpected. We've seen that both in terms of of course the monetary resource strain, as well as just the human resource and infrastructure strains that we were probably underprepared for as well from the standpoint. And also the same, they had to, I think, adjust very quickly from that initial impact of the read and react mode to where we are now already starting to focus on the long-term recovery while we're still fighting those battles that we've been waging for the last several months now. So I think looking at both communities where I've served, I think the areas that reacted very early, even if it may have been in some isolated cases an overreaction, are probably better prepared now than those who did not. San Antonio, for example, right away set up its emergency efforts, a recovery and resiliency plan that focuses on a lot of the items that Tara mentioned. So workforce development, housing security, small business support, thinking for the long term in addition to just where we are now. Kansas City, by contrast, was because of just the nuances of its strange fiscal year, was adopting its fiscal year 20 budget on the very week the stay-at-home order took place. So it was just trying to get through that, and it's just now probably starting to face the ramifications of what's next in that regard. So but just to reiterate the point that early reaction, I think, helped in a lot of respects to focus on what will happen next, but that's a lot still to come, obviously.